Howdy doody campers, just a bit of a run up on the oil change on the Wraith scooter. What happened the last couple of videos, I haven't actually showed you how to change it. I explained to you it's quite easy. It is quite easy. You only need a couple of tools. Just one of the first items you'll probably need is a 8mm socket. Doesn't have to be long, it can be short. Just a little thing like that. Little cute little thing, handy. These do come in handy in your toolbox, these small little socket sets, they're great. Everyone's got these ones, the big Berthas. Now this is a 17mm, just a normal one, 3/4 inch drive. You need that. I find that's a good item to use to pour the oil in, because where it is on the Wraith scooter, it's a pain in the bum. So yeah, get you something like that. You can actually get a bottle with a hose on it if you want, but I choose this, it's great. Next thing, obvious thing you need is the oil. Right, I've chose this oil because I like it. It's a 1040. It's required in the manual to do a 1040. You can actually change it if you want. All it is the operating temperature. If anyone wants to know what it does, operating temperature 10 degrees, 40 degrees, between there. Beautiful. Righto, now like I said, if you're in a hotter area, you'll get a different, maybe a 1050 maybe. Righto, and also one of these things. They're handy, I find this is really good. It's got a plug in the middle of it that you can actually run the oil in. There's the oil, sorry about that. The oil's already in there already, so it keeps it nice. Put a lid on it, stand it up, half a 20 litre drum. Well, it's not half, it's probably a little bit more than half. But yeah, items that you probably need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items you need to change it. And a rag, always come in handy. Yeah, you get on your hands. Oil everywhere, good for your hands. It's like moisturiser. I rub the oil in if you want, but right, always comes in handy. Right, let's go out there. First, I better bring this stuff, shouldn't I? Oh, duh. Right, here we go. Right, it makes it easier if you can remove these 2 screws and this bash plate. Easy to get to the oil outtake. Pretty easy. I like to put the tray underneath. Righto. I like to put the plug that in so you can undo it and undo the plug at the time, which is just under here. Alright then. This is the plug that's got to come out. Put the tray something like that. It is going to spurt towards the end of it. You don't want to get anything on the concrete. Remember to take the actual plug out, the plug before, because if you don't, it'll fill up with oil and you get oil on your hands, and what a pain in the ass. Righto, that's near enough all done. What I'm going to do now is turn the container around this way, and let's attempt to get the oil filter. Right under here, that's the actual oil filter. Let's have a go. Rightio. This here is the oil filter. It's like a little thimble that you put on your finger when you do some sewing. Righto. Give it a bit of a dry out to see what it's like. Now, by looking at it, it looks pretty clean. Me wiping everything out, there's not much in the motor dirt wise. So I don't know what these filters are going to keep out. The only thing they're going to keep out is like a brick. But they do their trick. Righto, here's the spring mechanism and the oil cap. They come separate. So small goes in there, small goes in there, and the oil filter sits in like that. And then that just gets pushed back in the hole like this. When you're putting this back in, make sure that it is flush. You're not really squishing the actual filter inside. Righto, finger tight, all good. Always good to clean up stuff after, because seriously, oil is, well, oil is oil. Don't over tighten it. Doesn't need to be over tightened. Just tighten to a nice tension. That part's done. Now I was going to say, no matter how much I wipe that away, it's still going to drip. So let's move it out of the way. Stick the towel underneath so we don't wet the concrete. You know how oil is with concrete, soaks in. And the wife will kill you if you get it on her brand new driveway. Righto, that's near enough finger tight. Make sure there's no mess. Let's tighten that back up, shall we? Righto, like again, not too tight, just enough. Now the idea is everything's sealed. Give it one more wipe with all the drops. Now we'll put this back on the bash guard. Well, it says long spout, measuring jug. Best thing to get from Bunnings, $5, $10. I put it in black, and tells you whereabouts it is, because it's very hard to see because of the colours the same. It's like, ooh. And you get to our age, you sit there and go, oh, can't see it. I do 500 and 400 at a time, because you get too full, it just goes everywhere. There's me 500. 500. Drink. Rightio. Come over here and have a look at this. Yes, this is a pain in the bum to take out because it's so tight from for the swing arm, and it holds the Yoshi pipe on. So get out as much as you can. It will come out up the top like so. You can check it if you want, but there's nothing there at the moment because there's no oil. Here's a little tip when you pour the oil in. I found this section, it's actually for a jerry can. That fits into the hole, not too bad. You have to trim down that little section there, as you can tell. But it fits in there, it's bendable and everything else, because, sad to say, changing the oil in this thing is a pain in the bum. It's just so tight to get into, so I find flexible hose. Large, easy to pour, goes in nice. You just got to hold it in there, because if not, oil, and don't pour it too fast because it just come out everywhere and you just go, ah. Let's go. Righto, that fits in there like that, and you can bend the hose over to whatever you want. Righto. There's the first 500. Let's go to the next 400. Plug back in the hole. Same way you got in, you've got to go over the top. I'll show you. Rightio. That's the oil change, like I told you before in the last video. Easy. There's a couple of screws, a couple of bolts, that's a bit, anyone can do it. Here's another part of the review that Wraith Scooters are not going to like. I've got just noticed the last couple of days that the chrome is lifting on the mirrors. Come have a look, I'll show you. Here we go. Chrome, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. The chrome is actually scratched off. There it is, all along there. Starting to peel. This up here, you can see it actually in a ripple. And this bit here, starting to come off. And also, this mirror here too, started. Look, it's not a biggie. Also noticed a couple of pitted here. Look, it's not a biggie, but cheap stuff from China. Oh, don't knock China, mate. Without China, we won't be living, because we buy a lot of our shit from China. So, look, it's only chrome on plastic, and that's going to happen anyway. The chrome on the outside of the mirrors, they're fine. They're great. So everything else, look, no other problems with it at all. So it's a good little bike. Like I said, keep the maintenance up, it'll look after you. Actually, I bought new mirrors for them. I'll show you what they look like after. I'm going to change them now. Mirrors. Cheap, eBay, 30 bucks. Wow, $31. Offered him 28. He's accepted. I don't know how they're going to be, but they look cool, pretty cool. I like them. I don't know what they're going to look like on the bike, but those mirrors are a bit of a pain, because they don't actually move the way you want it to face the back. You probably have to unscrew it, loosen it and everything else. And these ones, they're cool, aren't they? Well, I thought they were. A little elbow. They're black. I don't know if you're supposed to turn them up that way. Each did their own. Put them on, see how they look. Here's a joke for everyone. Quick one. Here we go. What's this? A sperm looking through a condom. Sorry, bad joke. Poppy joke again. Here are the mirrors here. They look much better than the other ones, but tilting this way, I don't know. Might have to unscrew 2 bolts at the back, which I will show you. There's one there and there's one on the bottom side. Same with that side, just to tilt them up so you've got range from the mirror from behind. They look alright compared to the chrome ones. And no more chrome peeling, because it looks pretty bodgy when it starts to peel. You go, oh, duh. So that's the oil change on the Wraith Hunter scooter. Thanks for watching the review. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, turn your notifications on, so if anything else comes up on it, you'll be notified. This review is brought to you by Ours RV Travels. Catch you next time on the flip.